So this Tremor is a 7.3 liter equipped Tremor. This is really cool. It is an F350, and it is paired to this Black Series travel trailer. This is a very cool travel trailer. Look at the suspension. If you haven't seen my video on these, you need to check it out. Just the entire chassis, suspension, everything about these things is really cool. One thing a lot of people think is that these things are manufactured in China, but the fact is they're actually built in the US when it comes to these. Some of their earlier pop-up campers, and I think some pop-up campers that are in Australia that they build, are built in China, according to what I've researched, whereas these Black Series Caravans are all manufactured here in the States. But it is a very cool setup. Definitely a heavy-duty setup from a hitch perspective. Again, that is that off-road hitch that lets you articulate it just about any direction you want. But these are super cool. We're going to take a look at the gross vehicle weight rating on this trailer, which I don't know where they print it, honestly. I ran into this problem at RVX. We're at what, 7,500 you said?
7,500 pound trailer.
Okay, 7,500 pound trailer, which means we're probably transferring roughly about 700 pounds to the back of this truck. Truck sits perfectly level hauling it. And this is the 7.3 gas equipped Tremor. So big difference. Everything else out here is a Power Stroke. This is a gas. So we're about to take this one up the mountain and see how she does. Hang tight, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got Casey in the driver's seat again, and
Hello.
we got David in the back. And he's a diesel guy, and he hasn't driven in the gas-equipped truck yet. So what do you think?
Looking forward to the experience.
Well, is there like competition that goes on, healthy competition?
I would say it's healthy competition, and it's good for both of us. Good for both teams, and I've been on both teams, so it's a good, healthy competition. I think it makes us a better company.
Okay, so the 7.3, I'm guessing their competitive advantage is it's $10,000 less?
That's it. They do certainly have a cost advantage with the gasoline powertrains.
Okay.
It has the 7.3 is an all-new engine for us. It's a pushrod design, very compact, but as you'll see, it's got plenty of low-end torque and lots of power.
And do you guys call it a big block? I mean, does that term get thrown around at Ford a lot? Because it is a big block.
It is a big block, but we don't use that terminology very often. But yeah, in that vernacular, small versus big block, it's a big block.
I'm going to call it a big block. You ready?
Put her in drive and see what she'll do.
We're going to see if we can drift the truck and the trailer down the hill. This will be interesting.
This is the off-road setup. You have it in tow haul. And
So doesn't the 7.3 offer engine braking, just not exhaust braking?
Right. There's in tow haul mode, you'll see the RPM come up.
Okay.
All right, to offer some engine braking, but you won't have that pumping loss generator that the turbocharger can do on the diesel.
Gotcha.
This engine's normally aspirated, so we can't really we can't develop those pumping losses like we can with the turbo diesel.
This essentially just idles the engine up.
Yeah, it just increases the engine speed within the limits of the design to provide braking on the way down the hill. Like I said, I haven't driven it yet, but I'm expecting you'll see RPM come up to just at and under red line on the way down the hill. Well, this is not that big a trailer, so it may not push that far up.
But you guys had mentioned previously in another drive that's perfectly healthy to do that. You guys have designed these trucks so they won't hurt themselves by doing something like that.
Correct. There's forced upshift speeds to keep the engine from being damaged for both gas and diesel.
That is awesome. A lot of people think, if you approach that red line, that you're damaging the truck. And the fact that they've designed it to prevent that from happening is it's a testament to just how far along the engineering on these trucks have come. How's it feel?
Great so far. It's cruising right along, 2,600 at about 63 miles an hour.
Power-wise?
Not bad. Yeah, plenty of takeoff speed. This trailer's not that heavy, so nothing too crazy, but it's definitely got plenty of get up and go for anybody that needs and wants a gas engine too.
So what does the gas mileage indicator say? 7 miles per gallon average?
7 miles per gallon, but that's definitely towing up a hill all day. But yeah, seven is the average. We're going slowing down as we go up here.
You know, and I don't think anybody who's been driving this has really been focused on getting really good fuel economy.
No.
Most of them are like, hey, let's hit the gas as hard as we can and see how fast we can go up the hill.
It's holding 65, no problem, at the very beginning of this hill, so it's right at the speed limit. It's feeling good.
While we're doing this, I'm going to check the glove box in this truck. It works. Let's see this one. It works. No glove box issues. That is actually a question that a subscriber asked me because he said somebody else mentioned how the glove box or something didn't work on a new truck. So far, it seems like we're going up no problem at all. Casey, how's everything rolling on your side?
Feels great. It's downshifts nice and smooth. Still running fifth gear around 40 miles an hour.
So we're pulling a little over 7,000 pounds back there. I think like 7,700 pounds is what they said. Confidence-wise, do you feel any sway? Do you feel anything that might make you feel unnerving if you're driving?
No, and even this one's got a little bit of lift on it. It's a short bed, so a little bit shorter wheelbase.
There's a 1-ton too, right? So this is an F350, and it's a V8 package. This is a 7.3 liter V8 gas engine.
Tremor.
Yeah, Tremor. And this is just a great truck for this application. I think the cargo capacity on this truck was upwards of 3,500 pounds too.
I mean, I love the diesel, but the V8 just sounds really good too.
Oh yeah,
the hills.
The tuning of that V8 is perfect. They definitely hit the right note. It sounds good, sounds beefy. It doesn't sound like it's a small V8 because it's a big block. All right, so we are now going down this mountain. Is this a mountain or a hill?
I think it qualifies for mountain status.
Yeah.
I think so too, because
1,500 feet up off the deck here.
wait, you roll down a hill and you fall down a mountain.
Yeah.
And I think you would fall down here pretty hard and hit a lot of stuff on the way down. So this is definitely a mountain. So if you can hit the diesel engine exhaust brake. Oh yeah, we're in a gas truck, aren't we?
Yep. Gas truck. It doesn't quite keep its speed as good as a gas, or sorry,
You're in tow haul, right?
I am, yes.
So if he did a manual shift down, raise the RPMs up, will it let him, and will that help?
Yeah, your RPM's low enough, it probably would help, and it should pick up.
There it goes.
Might even move another gear if you want. Yeah, you're only 3,000 RPM. It'd probably go one more if you wanted it.
There we go.
There it goes.
But still, controllability. You have any problem stopping this trailer? How's it feel?
No problems. I mean, like I said, it speeds up just a little bit more, but it's easy to knock it down with the controller, and you're all set. But I mean, it's not speeding away from us whatsoever. That's for sure.
And Casey is an auto rider, so I'm not just like, we didn't just pick some guy off the side of the road and say, hey, drive a truck and give us your impression. He drives vehicles too, and he writes about it.
It's good overall, that's for sure. I'm impressed with the gas engine. It's just loud enough to where you hear that V8 noise. I think a lot of people are going to be compelled to buy this V8 instead of the diesel. Save the approximately $10,000 and
hold on one second, David. Plug your ears. Continue.
Save the approximately $10,000 and still get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I mean, it's towing, what'd we say, 7,500 pounds?
Yeah. Well, the benefit,
no issues.
The benefit at the end of the day is if you don't need a diesel and it's out of your budget, and that's what might be preventing you from getting the right size truck. If you don't have a trailer that requires a diesel, this is a really, really good option.
Absolutely, and like you said, frequency too. I mean, frequency matters. You know, if you're not going to be towing all the time, then you're not going to need that diesel all the time either. So it just doesn't require DEF fluid. There's definitely a couple pros, I would say, to having a V8 engine too.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And you still get it in a really nice package, a lot of amenities, a very, very confident overall towing experience, a heavy truck, which again, a heavy truck really does help when it comes to controlling a trailer. Longer wheelbase also helps when controlling a trailer. But you combine all of this together, this is a really good option for folks who might currently have a half-ton truck and they're looking at getting a larger travel trailer, and you want to figure out what would be a good step up in truck without having to break the bank or without having to spend so much more money to opt for a diesel, can we afford to get out of our half-ton, get into a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton single rear-wheel truck and have a very powerful engine? So you're not opting for the base 6.2 liter, you're jumping up to a 7.3 liter big block V8. That sounds great, gives you good numbers, tows a good amount, and doesn't cost you a lot. A lot of reasons to like this truck.
We're specifically talking about the Tremor too. It's nice because, you know, it's taller, has bigger tires. It still feels like it's just a regular truck. It's not feeling like a lifted truck.
You're right. It doesn't seem to feel like an off-road truck.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't seem as if that was its only purpose. Right? It seems as if it's a truck that's almost like the Swiss Army knife of trucks. You can use it for so many different things. And we firsthand got a chance to see just how capable the Tremor package is, and it blew me away. Really did. It really, really impressed me. And you do off-road riding, and how did you feel about how the Tremor performed off-road?
I was significantly impressed. I mean, we were going over some big boulders, and not boulders that just stacked, you know, back on back, but I mean, they were
drop-offs
3 or 4 feet apart, so your whole tire's dipping in.
Shift.
It's going down. It did hold it very nice actually after that. So now I can add all the gears back.
Yeah, you may have to hit the drive mode one more time to get it to run in regular drive mode.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, the same with the boulders, how they were spaced far apart. I mean, the tires just drop right in. There's nothing. They did a good job with the protection and stuff underneath 2 of these trucks, so that you're not hitting anything. It's just high enough to where you get pretty much over a lot of different obstacles that you wouldn't expect to in a truck like this.
It was a no-joke obstacle course. It's one of the first that I've actually been on during one of these drives that was truly what I would consider to be a fairly hard course.
And the tires performed well too. I mean, a lot of times on a course like that, it's got a little bit of mud, it's got a little bit of that silty, soft sand, and then it's on the rocks. You're going to find some place that has some wheel spin or some, you know, excessive wheel spin, or areas where you wish one area gripped better than the other and stuff, and that one was really good.
Absolutely.
In all different areas.
I agree. So we are getting back, again, 2020 Tremor, 7.3 liter F350 truck. Very nice truck, hauling that 7,700 pound Black Series Caravan travel trailer. It's an off-road travel trailer. It's really the perfect pairing. This truck, that trailer, and you're ready to go. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, I'd appreciate it if you took a moment to subscribe to my channel. We'll talk to you again very soon.